Also on that side, they need to do more of planting of grass here. They need to plant more grass, same case to here, so that we have less soil, call it soil erosion, to prevent more soil erosion. Then there's no footpath on this other side. They need to kind of do that. The good thing about the Chinese government, when they do this, when they construct a road, you have a kind of a long-term discussion on how we're gonna take care of the road. That's something that is very good, so that don't just construct it and go away. Make sure you have a way of kind of a long-term program to take care of the road, so that whenever there's some issues, let's say in terms of the solar lighting, they come back and kind of correct it. Same case the drainage, sometimes the road might have some issues about the drainage. They'll come back and just kind of sort it out, which is a very good thing. So that's something that is positive about them. They don't just construct and go away. So look at that beautiful view, guys. We're on top, somewhere on a hill in Africa, And Nairobi is beautiful, guys. Someone tell you that Nairobi is not beautiful. It's lying too. We just want to maintain the cleanness in terms of areas that are more dirty. We do more of taking care of the areas, not like litter management, planting more trees. Like here, this is a small forest here. It looks so nice, So you just need to do small things that you might think that they are very tiny. Look at this place, guys. It's a small forest that you can just come and chill here, And all these are indigenous. I can't see any exotic here. All these are indigenous trees. So this is the beauty part of Nairobi now. So, and normally, if you go to the richest neighborhoods, like where I am at the moment, I'm close to Kisumu, on this other side, find that these guys, they really put a lot of effort in taking care of the environment, They put more effort, they tend to plan more on how the environment will look like. They take care of it, they plant more grass, more trees, more flowers, which is something positive, by the way. It's something so good. I need to go down here. I'm not having a very nice shoes, so I need to be very careful. Look at the Redhill Wayaki Link Road. So I need to cross here very fast. Very, very fast. Because there's a junction, kind of a junction. So, as I was saying, we're going to look at now the drainage part of the road and how the drainage is. And the good thing, they built a wide road, a very wide one. So, the more wide the road, the easier, let's say, the management of the road. Because a tiny road, you cannot even, let's say if one part of the road is messed up, you cannot even repair it, because you'll be distracting other road users. But when the road is wide, it gives you a space to repair the part of the road and do such kind of things. So it's very good when you are constructing the roads. The government should be able to consider the size, because if let's say this place is damaged, you can just close this lane and people use the other lanes, and you'll be able to repair it. That's the other good part about this road. It's kind of so wide, somehow very wide. So here they need to fix it here. They need to fix this side because it's a little bit messed up. This water is supposed to come till here. So maybe there's a blockage here because the water should pass through here down that side. And you can see the drainage. It went all the way to there. But these guys, they never joke, by the way. When they are doing their job, they do perfect work. That's one for sure I'm gonna tell you. They do perfect work. Very nice. They just make sure that the area is really complete. You can see one or two issues, but the roads are very nice, very nice, very nice, and that's something that I really love about them. Then they will take a very short time to complete the roads compared to other contractors who, let's say for instance, the reason why I don't really advocate for Kenyan contractors is that the government will give them money to construct like a 20-kilometer road. Then the company will come do like will dig the road, do some kind of a shoddy, like they want to construct it. They just dig the road, they start the construction. Then at the middle of the construction, they just vacate the site. So what they usually do, they take the money to other sites or businesses. So that's the problem now. So find that a road that's supposed to take like 1 year to complete takes like 5 years. And you know, the much time you take in constructing the road, the high chance of damage cause on the road, because you know now that means that the materials are being worn out. Then you are not able to kind of fix the road well. But if you take a very short time to construct the road, that means that you are doing the best job. So that's something that I came to understand. So that's the thing about the Kenyan contractors. That's why for me, on my case, I'm talking about on my case, I usually advocate for the Chinese government. You know, this is not a promo video, but I just advocate for them because of the good job they do in a very short time and in a very smart way, because they know tomorrow also they'll need to have other areas to construct other roads. So it's kind of a marketing strategy, you know. You get some money. They're also not that expensive. They're expensive, but they do a good job. You know, that's what I can tell you guys. So this is the junction that goes all the way to Kitisuru. Call it Peponi is down here. Kitisuru, the other side. It's a kind of a junction area. Going to cross here and go to the other side. Tall trees here. This is a road that is in between trees. A road between trees. A road that has been sandwiched by. So these trees here you are seeing here, they make it to be more like serene or beautiful because of the shades and also the coolness. You know, when you walk on this shady part of the tree, the path, it becomes like easier. It's not that much tiresome compared to, you know, walking on a kind of an open path that is more open and kind of hot. You know, so the heat, the trees, they regulate the heat of this path here, which is something really positive, you know. So that's why, like, now see the flowers on this other side, the trees on this. We will also have some few trees that are grown on the middle of the road, you know, so that it becomes so scenic to drive here. You can imagine just driving in a place that has no trees, you know. It can't be like interesting, but if someone drives on this kind of a road, it becomes more interesting because you are able to enjoy the beautiful environment, you know. So they need to kind of emulate this system here. They take it to other roads. So something about the construction of the it was the expressway. They tried it, but they didn't manage to kind of have a very nice flowers, because the flowers they were planting them in a holes, some beams, very tall beams, and they were kind of drying up after some time. So I wish they could plant, they could just plant these climbers, you know, instead of coming up with those flowers that they are drying up after a very short time. So for the climbers, the chances of survival could be high, because they don't need a lot of water to survive. But now the normal flowers will have to kind of water them frequently, you know. So I think they need to work on that. The Waiyaki way, that's the expressway. That's the expressway. They did a mistake on that by planting some flowers on it. They could just plant climbers, so they climb on those the beams. That road could look so nice. So gonna see some nice view down here, the view of the road. And you know, this road, they built it in this area is kind of a hilly valley. So they really tried their best to balance so that you have some nice corners, you know. Can imagine just the time they used and the effort to make this area. Look at this drainage, so nice and so clean, you know. There comes a tourist van. It's a very nice view down here. I'm gonna see it. Very nice view of the road. Sun is as opted not to come out today, but the weather is so nice. It's a very nice weather to do a walk, by the way. It's very nice. There's a collared sandbag. Call it a collared sandbag. Okay, there's something that I've observed that they didn't consider, and most of the time that's the case of one thing about the Kenyan roads is that they don't consider the cycling part. So most of Kenyan roads, they don't consider that, which is something that's really negative, you know. So I just urge the people who are in people who kind of do the design of the Kenyan roads, they should now consider having like a path for the bicycles, you know, because now this road is not really safe for someone to cycle, you know. But if they could be having a path for the bicycles, not motorcycles, bicycles, to just cycle around, it can be very easy, because you know they can't use the footpath, you know. So either use the footpath, but not the pedestrian path, or use the main road. But most of the cyclists, they tend to use the main road, which is something that's not really safe. So that's something that I need to just figure out, the negative, something that they missed. I can't say that, what they missed about this road. They did consider the people with the bicycles. Also, look at this now. This kind of one, they need to fix this area. I think it was messed up during the March-April rains last year. The rains were so much, they messed up most part of the roads and the drainage systems. It's a very nice underpass there to connect to Kitsu. So they tried their best, by the way. So most people with the bikes, they tend to ride it from this other side, this space here. But they need to indicate it. If it's specifically for the bicycles, let it be for the bicycles, because some vehicles kind of use it also. So that's the thing that they usually use, but it's not a safer way. They need to kind of have it on the other end of the road, you know, so that you may not use the same side of the road with the vehicles. Some river here, they're pumping water. Pumping water to water the flowers on that side. So that's the advantage of having a flower business close to a river, because you just need to have a generator and fuel to be able to have some water to water the flowers. Because by the way, for the last 1 week, the rains have really reduced. It hasn't rained for the last 1 week. Just some few days which were drizzling, but the rains have really reduced so far. Okay, look at this. I wanted to show you this. This wall they have tried to make here. It is so nice in terms of it makes the road to be more strong. I think they were gabions, they just prevent the road from breaking down.